Hey everyone, welcome back. In this project, we are building a simple Python quiz game that asks questions, checks answers, and shows your score. It's a great way to practice conditionals, functions, input, and more. So let's get started. Let's write a function and name it as run quiz. Now we'll give colon and then hit enter to start the function block. Let's declare a variable to keep a track of the score. So initially we'll give it as 0. Now let's go ahead and give the first question. So I'll write a print statement and here I'll give the first question as, let's say, what is the capital of France? And then I'll declare another variable wherein we'll give options to user to select either A, B or C. So we'll have to give input here. Let's give A as Paris, B as Rome, and C as Madrid, and let's give a next line. And here, depending on if the user has selected the correct answer, will increase the score. So if answer, and then we'll convert it into lowercase. So just in case user has given the option in capital, so we are anyway converting it into lowercase as A is the correct answer. And if user gives the answer as A, will increase the score by 1. Now let's give the next question. We'll first give the next line and then we'll give the second question. And let's say, what does CPU stand for? Now in the answer, we'll give the options in the input wherein user can also type in the answer. So we'll give A as, let's say, Central Programming Unit, and let's give B Central Processing Unit. And here, if the answer is given as B, then we'll increase the scores. So for every right answer, we are incrementing the score. There has to be a colon here because it's a if block, and here we'll have a space. Let's give one more question. So I'll write another print statement and we'll give the next question. So question number 3, let's say, what is the output of print 2 plus 3? Let's take the answer from user by giving options. A as 5, B as, let's say, 2 plus 3, and C as 23. And then let's take it to the next line. And if the answer selected by the user is A, then we'll increment the score. This is an if block, so increment the score. And that's it. We'll have only 3 questions. Now at last, let's print the final message and score. I'll use an F string, and in the next line, we'll give a message and say you got, and then we'll append the score. Out of 3, because we have 3 total question, and then we will type in correct. And also this is giving a warning, that means we are outside the scope, so it should be actually here inside the function, right? Let's call this function. So here we'll call the function, and now we'll go ahead and run this. So here let's choose the correct one, which is A here. Then I'll see the next question, which is B. So here in the second question, if I choose the correct one, which is B here, after this I'll see the next question. So here if I select A, then I'll get my score. Now let's run this again, and this time choose some wrong answer. So here let's say I'll choose B, here I'll choose A, and here I'll choose C. And it gave us the score that you got 0 out of 3. Alright, so this is working. Now let's just go ahead and create another function to give the option for replay. So let me organize it really quick. So this is our function, and I'll go ahead and create another function. So let's call it as main function. And here we'll create a variable for play again, and we have to write a condition if it's a yes. So that is why I'm giving it a value as yes. And here while play again is yes, we'll run a loop. And then we'll call the other function which is going to run the quiz. And also let's take the input from the user, whether the user wants to play or not. Let's give a message as do you want to try again, and we'll give the option for yes and no. And let's convert this into lowercase, and that's it. Now we'll call this main function. Now let's go ahead and try this out. Here I'll give it as A, and here I'll give it as B, and then here I'll give it as A. Now it should ask whether I want to play again or not. So it says you got 3 out of 3. Do you want to try again? And if I say no, then it should exit. Let's do it one more time to try the other option of yes. So here if I select B, and here let's say if I select C, and here if I type in yes, then it will restart the game. So that's it. We have just built a working quiz game in Python using all the core concepts that we have learned till now. So that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next one.